Hey, how's it going? Lee Hayward here with the Total Fitness Q&A for Friday, September the 6th. And today I'm going to be doing something a little different than what I normally do. I'm trying something new. All right, let me just see how this goes here. I'm gonna try. I don't know if I need to rotate the device or something. I'm trying to do something new in terms of I want to have a video chat on my phone so I can actually go out and enjoy the nice fresh air and sit on the patio and have a bit of mobility as I do this. So let me. Hello. All right. If you're tuned in live, if you can hear me, if you can see me, if this is actually coming through, let me know on our in the just type into the chat and see if this actually works. Okay, now it's working. Awesome. All right. Right? Stuff going down. All right, guys. So the way this is going to work is, like I said, I'm going to do a video chat a little different because I'm going to actually get ready and I'm going to head on out. Yeah, so the way these works. All right, now we're working. Now we're working. We are live. We're good. Okay. Welcome to the video chat. This is going to be a live Q&A. So there we go. And I'm going outdoors. I'm putting on my shades. I'm going to sit out on the pad. All right, we got disconnected there. I do apologize. Here, grab my water. Oh, man, look at this. Beautiful day out here. All right. So I'm going to do my video chat out here today. Enjoy it. So let's see what we got. Awesome. So again, the way these work, as always, is I'm going to be hanging out here. Today is going to be a little shorter video chat than normal. Like sometimes I'll go an hour plus. Today, I'm going to keep it to maybe about a half hour because I've been flat out busy and I've got a lot of stuff on the go today. Like if you have been following along with my Facebook and with my emails and stuff, you know that this past week I put together something really cool, really special. It's called the 5-Day Lose Your Gut Challenge. And this turned out to be something that was way bigger than I ever anticipated. We had the engagement and the community that we've got going on there is just been off the charts. Again, if you're part of the challenge and you've been following along with it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you did not make it into the challenge, you missed out. We had one heck of a challenge going on, and it's not over, right? We're working on taking it to that next level. But again, I just wanted to share that with you. So that's why I've been flat out busy over the past week. Like that's why last week I didn't have a live video chat like I normally do, because it's just been, a lot of interaction, a lot of engagement. It's been taking up a lot of my time, but we're helping people. And some of the results have just been off the charts. Like literally numerous people have been posting their pictures and progress. Like even within the first week, people dropping 5 pounds on scale. Like I know a lot of that, of course, is just water weight and bloat and everything else, but it's action. It's results. As people are taking some results and actually seeing some progress very, very quickly. All right, so let's see the chat. I'm just going to jump in here now and do a little interaction. So we've got Games 24/7 joining. We've got Dara joining. Hey, how's it going? It's working. It's working. Good. All right. Damon joining us. And he says, hate going in on the evening as the gyms are always packed. What time do you suggest I go? I have to work from 8 to 5. Man, you make it work within your own schedule, right? Like, whatever works. Like, I personally, as far as the gym is concerned, if you can get in early in the morning, that works really well, right? That's usually. Also, midday works really well. Like a lunch hour workout, man, if you can make that work, that's a great one. Like a lot of times the gyms are not very busy at lunch hour, and you can really make that work. Later in the evenings work as well. Like the biggest rush you're going to find is going to be at the peak, like after work rush hour, where you're talking about like maybe from 4 to 6 is going to be the peak hours when most gyms are just like insanely busy. But if you can get it in around other times, that should work well for you right there. Again, mid-morning, lunchtime, mid-afternoon, like those times usually work well, or even later in the evenings. But it all depends on the individual place, right? We got Max joining us. David's joining us. Hey guys, how's it going? Dara's joining in. Says I have a very physical job as to where I have to walk and stand for 7 hours. Should I count that as burning calories also? I work out 6 days a week. Heck yeah. I mean, it all adds up. So if you have a very physically demanding job and you're doing a lot of walking, a lot of just moving around, a lot of physical activity, it doesn't like cardio and exercise doesn't always have to be this formal. Oh, I'm running on the treadmill. Oh, I'm you know I got my gym gear on and I'm doing something official, right? No, it doesn't always have to be that. Like even just physical activity like you're doing adds up. So count that. I mean, quite honestly, if you're doing that much interactive walking around and stuff, chances are you don't need to do a whole lot of extra cardiovascular exercise on top of that. Maybe you want to focus the bulk of your workouts on actual strength training in the gym in order to focus on the different aspects of fitness that you're not getting, right? So I mean, if you're getting the general movement and activity versus someone who's working a desk job, sitting on their ass all day long, they're not getting that. So what you want to focus on now instead is the strength training in the gym. That's going to help you to move forward. Maximilian's joining us. Lee, what's your opinion on using collagen protein? Whey is causing me some stomach issues. Is collagen just as good? No, that's not how you use collagen. All right, it's not a flat out substitute for whey. How can I explain this? Collagen protein powder is just something you take in addition to whatever your main protein is. It's a hopefully this is coming through good. I hope the wind is not too loud here. I'm just going to come in for a second and here into the kitchen. I'm just going to scroll through. Is the wind outside too much? Like, is it coming through on the phone like all that backgroundy noise? If it is, I'll do the chat indoors. But if not, I'll like to do it outdoors because it's so cool out there. So just let me know if you're watching this live. It was fine. Cool. Thanks, Roshan. Appreciate it. Every now and then I get a big old wind. Well, not a big old, but I don't know how it's coming through audio-wise for you guys. All right, where was I? All right, back to the collagen. The way that works is that is a protein source that's going to help with building up the cartilage, the joint, the tendon, the ligaments. It's a different type of protein. You're not going to use it as a direct protein powder replacement, but you're going to use it as an addition to. So the way I use it is like I take a scoop of collagen or something and I'll mix it in with like a blender smoothie. I'll mix it in with like my high protein oatmeal recipes or whatever, but you take it in addition to. It's not a direct replacement for your whey or whatever. So if whey is causing you stomach issues, there's a bunch of things that I can recommend. One, you can try a different brand because one brand is not necessarily the same all around. So like I've ones that I like personally. I like Optimum Nutrition. Sits really well with me. I enjoy it. I find it sits well with my stomach. That's kind of like one of my go-tos. Another one I use a bit, Muscle Farm has a good one. It's called Combat. I actually get these at Costco. That's the reason why I'm using them. But I find two of those sit well with my stomach. Ideally, when you're looking at whey protein, there's two, well, actually there's three major kinds. You have a whey isolate, which is the isolated protein. It has all the fat and lactose removed, or at least the vast majority of it. Then you have a whey concentrate. The concentrate is just concentrated protein powder, but it still has a good chunk of fat and lactose in there. So on a gram per gram basis, whey isolate is about 90% protein. Whey concentrate is about 70% protein. And then you have a blend, which is basically 50-50 of the concentrate and the isolate, which is about 80%. So if you're having stomach digestive issues, you either want to go with a blend or go with the isolate. They tend to be a little bit more expensive, but they usually are easier on the stomach. So try a different brand if the ones you're finding now doesn't work well with you. And if needed, go with an isolate. Now, if you do have issues with it, you just find that you just can't digest the whey protein, then maybe try another one. Maybe try like an egg protein, or maybe try some of these different plant-based proteins, like a pea protein or some other types of proteins. What else are some popular ones? can even get beef protein. I've never tried it before personally, but I know it's quite popular. But yeah, something like that you can give a shot as well. Let's see what else. Roshan's joining us. And David's joining in. Says, just started watching your channel. Brilliant. Like the dumbbell workouts. Hey, appreciate it, David. Glad to have you join the community. Like the way it is here, like some people have been following me for years, like literally years. Some just tuning in. So, man, hey, if this is your first time to kind of like tuning in and joining in with the community, I do appreciate the support. And hey, hopefully I hope to follow along with your fitness journey, right? We've got a lot of stuff going on, man. If you want more interaction and more content, head on over to Facebook, because I've got the Total Fitness Bodybuilding Facebook page, but I've also have a Total Fitness Bodybuilding Facebook group, and that is more interactive. Uh, we're sharing a lot of stuff there. I do some live videos there as well. So yeah, if you want to be more, have that more in touch in communication, definitely check out the Facebook group. And that's an open invitation to everybody. And it's not a public group; it's a closed group, so you actually have to go in there and request access to it. And of course, if I should accept you, I mean, but the way it is with the group, it is a supportive community. So I mean, if we get people in there who are not supportive of one another, kicking up fuss, whatever, boom, you get the boot, right? I don't have any time for people who are just in there to, trolls and lurkers and tire kickers or something like that, right? I'm only interested in people who actually want to improve and to help support one another. So if you're in there to go try and stir the pot and cause shit, you're getting the boot, and I'm not in there for that. So we've got a good community going on over there. So I mean, definitely, I encourage you to come on over, check it out, and like I say, we'll move forward from there. Okay, we have Ren She's joining us. Lee, what is the best exercise to define the upper chest near the collarbone? Man, when it comes to the upper chest, anything that you can do on the incline is going to definitely help with that. So you mean your incline benches, your incline flies, things of that nature definitely help. But just building up your chest in general, regardless if it's incline, decline, flat, just like don't even worry about it at this stage. Just build a bigger chest. Build a bigger chest, and you'll fill that whole area out. But again, if you definitely want to place the most emphasis on the upper, the incline work is good. Another one that you can do at home, which is awesome, is incline push-ups. And this, you can do it anywhere. I mean, like, heck, I'll do it right now, right? I have the mobility. If I were to take my mobile, I'm going to have fun with this. There we go. Hopefully that came through. I have no idea. That right there is an awesome upper chest exercise, what I just did. Incline push-up. Some people call it decline, but I like to refer to it as an incline because it simulates if you were working an incline bench, right? It targets as the upper chest. Push-ups with your feet elevated, awesome, right? They'll really help to float that upper chest area near the collarbone. Yes, Roshan, I did get your name right. At least I think it's right. Roshan. So it's just like, put them together. Mr. Retro Angel says, good afternoon. Hayward, do you have to take your creatine before or after your workout? Man, it doesn't matter. Take it whenever. Creatine does not have it one day, every day, morning, noon, or night. It does not matter. It does not tie into your workout, right? It really doesn't matter. What matters is that you take it consistently and you actually build up a reserve of creatine in your system. It's kind of like your vitamins. It doesn't matter if you take them morning, noon, or night. As long as you take them, you still build up that reserve of vitamins in your system. The timing doesn't matter. It's not like a pre-workout or a stimulant or anything like that where, it has to hit you at a certain time, and if you take it too late, you're going to be up all night, or you take it too early. No, that doesn't matter. You can take it any time and get the results. I usually take creatine in the morning when I take my vitamins, right? That's usually when I take it. But I mean, if something came up and I didn't take it in the morning, then I'd take it in the evening. I mean, I don't care. As long as you take it, that's all that matters. What else there? What's your favorite post-workout meal? I'm going to share this whole thing. See, the whole idea of post workout, like pre and post workout nutrition, is one of those things that's been blown out of proportion over the years. Like years ago, was this idea you have to have the post workout nutrition, and because if you don't, then you just pissed away your workout. And you're not going to make any gains, and it's a crock of BS. Honestly, it's a crock of BS. And the reason that this whole idea of post-workout nutrition, getting in the fast digesting, protein, fast digesting carbs right off the bat come into play to begin with, is if you look at a high performance athlete, let's just say you got a football player. All right, we got a football player now who is doing a weight training in the morning, and he's got his football practice in the afternoon, right? Let's just assume that. Well, after his weight training workout, he needs to recover as quickly as possible in order to be able to perform at his best for the practice in the afternoon. So in that situation, post-workout nutrition actually makes sense because he wants to optimize the whole process, right? He wants to get that fast digesting nutrients into his system so that he can recover and perform at his best for the training session later that day. Now, for the average guy who's going to the gym once a day, or maybe even going to the gym 3 times a week, you've got lots of time to recover before you do your next workout, right? Like, let's just assume you're going out 3 days a week. That's what I do. I go to the gym 3 days a week. That's it. So I've got 48 hours for my body to get the nutrition and everything else in and recover before I go back to the gym again. So I don't need to try and force it in as quickly as possible, right? This whole idea of, you got to get your fast digesting protein, your fast digesting carbs, and get that in you right off the bat. No, like, you can take your time and eat your normal meals, and your body will replenish your glycogen, replenish, the amino acid pool, all that stuff. It will do that in due time, right? You don't need to try and force it in there. You have lots of time to get ready for your next workout if you're only working out once a day or every other day or whatever. It's only for people who are doing multiple workouts within the same day, and like high performance athletes, who the whole idea of pre and post workout nutrition even matters. Now, another analogy to kind of really drive this home. I'm a car enthusiast, right? I love race cars and stuff. And I mean, if you watch like Formula One, or you watch NASCAR or IndyCar or anything like that, when they come into the pits to fuel up, they have high speed fuel pumps because they need to get the fuel into that car as quickly as possible so the driver can get back out on the racetrack as quickly as possible. Every second that they waste fueling up the car is precious seconds that they're losing on the racetrack. So they need to force the fuel into the car as quickly as possible in order to perform. When you and I go to the gas station to fill up our car, right, our daily driver, do we need to fill it up in the matter of seconds? Or it's, oh shit, like if I don't get my car filled up in the matter of 3 seconds, it's going to set me back. No, it doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter how long it takes, right? It does not matter. You have all the time in the world, right? So if it takes you 5 minutes to fill up your car, who cares, right? In the greater scheme of things, you're not held back at all. Same applies with post-workout nutrition for the average person, right? You don't need to force it in you as quick as possible. You can still have normal nutrition after a workout and make progress. All right, there. Enough said with that. Let's to go to the gym after my shift because I'm exhausted. Should I take a pre-workout? I don't want to go before my shift because I wake up at 3 a.m. All right. Yeah, for sure. If you need a little pick me up, definitely. I mean, it could be a pre-workout. It could be just, you could try having a cup of coffee. I mean, I love to have a cup of coffee before I go to the gym. I just find a little tiny bit of a caffeine kick in the ass does me good. So yeah, you can give that a shot, definitely. If you are going to be using pre-workouts, use them sparingly because some of them are kind of like overkill. Like the whole pre-workout industry now has kind of exploded, and there's so many how can I put it? Like, it's a competition. It's almost like a pissing match to see who can make the strongest pre-workout. And sometimes they just go way overkill with it. Like seeing who can jack up the most caffeine and the most stimulants and the most everything in there. So I'm not a big fan of a lot of them because I find too a lot of them are overkill. So if I will use a pre-workout, like sometimes I'll even use like half a serving or something like that because I find it's just too much. So if you are going to use it, try and get away with the least amount that you can and still get a result. Because if you go too much, it kind of like burns out your adrenal glands and just it's not necessary, right? Sabir is joining us. Is a full body workout better for a 50 plus? Does heavyweight matter at this point? You know what? The simple answer, right, is the best workout is the one that you do. Right? Like, that's it. The best diet is the one that you follow. So if at this stage of the game you're just getting back into the gym, you're just trying to get yourself back in shape again, yeah, like a full body workout 3 times a week, awesome way to start. And in fact, if you're looking for a sample one to follow, just head on over to my main YouTube channel, go to the main Total Fitness Bodybuilding YouTube channel, scroll down there on the main page, and you will see a total body workout for beginners. It's a machine exercise routine, working every major muscle group in the different movement patterns. So you have an overhead press, overhead pull, horizontal press, horizontal pull, leg press, arm curl, arm extension, some work for the abs. Literally hitting all your major movement patterns in a single total body workout, just using simple machine exercises that you can do. Start with that. Start with that 3 days a week. As far as heavyweight, heavy is all relative, but I'm going to tell you no, heavyweight is not required at this stage. And in fact, I would rather you start off conservative and build it up later. Like you're not going to set yourself back if you go into the gym and you lift light, like, and take it really easy and just kind of go through the motions without killing yourself. Like, that's fine. You're not going to set yourself back by doing an easy workout. But if you go in there and try to do too much too soon, lift too much, and end up pulling, straining, snapping something, tearing something, that's definitely going to set you back. So start off small, start off conservative, just go in there, go through the motions at first, get used to the exercises, and then build it up gradually over time. Don't be in too big of a rush to increase the weights too soon. That's one of the biggest mistakes I see when beginners are working out is they try and they're overzealous, they're impatient, and they try to do too much too soon, and they end up, either getting injured or just making themselves unnecessarily sore. Like, there's lots of time later on to make it hard, right? You got all the time in the world ahead of you. Just go in there and learn the mechanics for now, and worry about improving it. And Lee, I need some expertise in. I need your expertise in my life. I've been lifting weights since January of this year. I'm currently working on ripping my body. Can I lift 3 days a week for upper body? Yes. Well, again, I really need to know what it is that you're currently doing, your whole situation and stuff. But as far as a 3 day per week routine, if you're just getting started, I would recommend the same one that I just recommended to Sabir in the previous question was, that 3 day per week total body workout. If you feel that you're ready to step it up to something a bit more advanced, then maybe do a 4 day per week upper lower body split. And I also have some of those listed there in my playlists, right? Where you do one day you go in, train upper body, next day go train lower body, take the following day off, and then repeat. So, that's another option that you have available. I mean, there's a gazillion options, but like I say, just don't overcomplicate it at the start, right? Too many people overcomplicate it, and then when a confused mind does nothing, right? Keep it simple, just make some progress, and then of course you can always add to that and make it more complex and more advanced as you go. But don't try and start off too much too soon. All right, Max is joining us. Cool. You're welcome, Max. Colin. All right, guys, I'm going to just answer a few more because this has gone on. There's a shit ton of questions coming through here. All right, I'll try and bang out a few more, and then I'm going to clue it up because it's getting supper time in this area. In my neck of the woods, it's getting supper time, and I'm getting hungry. Okay, any advice for someone who works out 28 days on, 28 days off at work? Meals are provided and you have no control over what's available to eat. Even though you don't have control over the menu, and I'm familiar with that. I know a lot of people personally who have these on and off shifts, whether they're working offshore in the oil industry or they're working up in the oil camps in Alberta or whatever. I know a lot of people who do these on and off type of shifts. And it can be a challenge, no doubt. And even though you're eating in a cafeteria setting and you're not in control over the foods in terms of like you're not the one cooking or preparing, you're still in control over what you put in your mouth and over how much you put in your mouth. So like this is what I'm going to say, make the best with your current situation. Right? You don't have to eat everything that they put out in front of you. Like you can still focus on the basics. And this is what I always recommend to people. I mean, when you're starting a meal, focus on protein and veggies. Protein and veggies. Start with that and then fill up on the carbohydrates and the fats and the fillers afterwards. But if you lay the foundation with some good solid protein veggies, get that nutrient dense food in there and pre-fill your belly with that, then whatever the not so good stuff that you eat afterwards, you're less likely to overeat just because of the way you organize and pre-plan your meals that way. You can prioritize the foods that you consume and the orders you consume them, even if you're not in control of the menu. All right, David's there. Awesome. You make this look easy. I try. I don't know. I've been at this 29 years. I hope I make it look easy. Okay, Roshan, you're right. Good. Pre-workouts, green tea for me. I love green tea. Green tea is awesome. It's kind of like it still gives you that like a bit of an energy boost, but it's not enough to make you wired or jittery. And of course, there's numerous health benefits to it. Jesse's joining us. He says, I read a couple articles about flax seeds decreasing testosterone levels. For me to avoid them, can you shed some light? Man, you'd have to eat a hell of a lot of flax seeds to decrease your testosterone levels. I mean, unless you're like slamming bag a boatload of them, I wouldn't even worry about it. I've been using your yin and yang approach to training, having a well-balanced diet, and so far I'm down 6 pounds in 3 weeks, and I haven't felt like I've been tortured at all. Thanks for your great advice. Boom! Thank you for sharing that, my friend. I am super proud of you. That is awesome. Good for you. 6 pounds in 3 weeks. I mean, it's solid progress right there. I know some people don't think it's good, but that's good. I mean, imagine you keep that up. You keep that up. Okay, you've been doing it for 3 weeks. What if you do it for 3 months? What if you do it for 3 years? What if you keep it up on a regular, ongoing basis? I mean, just think of where you could be. Good for you. I give you a virtual pat on the back. Ross is joining us. Dara's joining us saying, you're the best. Thank you. Ross saying, just got back from the gym. Good for you, man. And what else is it? Everyone, check out Lee's app. Yes, why not? Thanks for the shout out. I do appreciate it. If you haven't already done so, that's probably a good way to clue up this video chat today. If you haven't already done so and you would like to get some more help and advice with this when it comes to your workouts, when it comes to your nutrition, and like there's what you should do. I have available now for both Apple as well as Android devices the Total Fitness Bodybuilding app. So I mean, it's on the iTunes store, the App Store. It's on the Google Play Store. You can go in there. You can download it. It's $2. $2, the best $2 you'll ever spend. I guarantee you're not going to find a better return on investment than you will by downloading the Total Fitness Bodybuilding app. And it has basically, when I designed this app, this is the mindset that I had. Is like, if somebody came to me brand new and just said, look, how do I get in shape? How do I work out? How do I eat? What do I do to get in shape? And I was like, if I could just put together like your one-stop shop of all my best stuff to get you moving in the right direction right off the bat, that's what the Total Fitness Bodybuilding app is. So you've got a series there of some awesome workouts for beginners, intermediates, and advanced. There's sample nutrition plans for guys who both want to build muscle or lose body fat, or a combination. Like a lot of people want to build and burn, so you have that body recomposition meal plan. There's some sample recipes in there. There's an exercise database, so if you're in the gym and you're not sure of how to do certain exercises, you can pop open the exercise database. They're all organized by body parts, so you got your chest exercises, your back exercises, your arms, your legs, all that. Video demos, written descriptions of how to perform the exercises. So I mean, it's like having a personal trainer with you while you're in the gym, right? You don't need to hire a personal trainer. You can just open up the app and follow along right there. So again, if you haven't already done so, head on over to my website. Just go type in leehayward.com/app. That's for leehayward.com, leehayward.com/app, APP. I'll put a link to it in the video description below. You can go check that out, and that'll explain it in more detail. And of course, then you can go, depending on your mobile device of choice, whether it is an Apple or an Android, you go download the one appropriate for you. And there we go. All right, there's my dog Sally going downstairs. Well, guys, I'm going to clue it up. It was great having a chat with you today. Nice doing a chat outdoors for a change. I normally always do these inside in my office, but I said, you know what? The sun is shining. It's September. There's not going to be that many more sunny days that I can get out and do this. Why not see if I can make this work? So it actually worked out well. So it's great chatting, and I will look forward to chatting to you again next Friday. Same time, same place. In the meantime, have yourself a great weekend. Take care. Over and out. All right, now, how do I end this thing? All right, I've never done a live on my phone before. Let me see this. All right, this is awkward.